Be wary of Thargoid counterattacks, huh? I'm not too worried. Oh my god. So, Shinrarta is under attack. Where were you when the Dark Wheel fell? This is kinda like seeing a 40-man raid suddenly open up in the Goldshire basement. It's nothing if not convenient for AX players, but if you're not set up for it at all, and all your ships are docked there, you'll probably want to transfer. Players who aren't elite status can now access Shinrarta in order to aid in the defense, although if you aren't elite status in at least one of the 3 categories and you are participating in AX combat, I don't know how you got here. Goes without saying that you should probably participate in solo or friends-only lobbies. Shinrarta is knife fight alley on the best of days. A very important thing to know is that unlike other community goals that only wanted vouchers or bonds from literally anywhere, something I use to get top 10 in a bounty hunting CG, this one is programmed to want bonds specifically from Shinrarta. Only bonds issued by the Independent Rescue Coalition will count. I handed in over 8 million bonds from bombing Thor. Yeah, I haven't played in 4 weeks and it really worked out for me. And it didn't contribute to the goal. Bonds will need to be handed in at the rescue ship Cornwallis in Centauri, a white dwarf system, so make sure you set thrust to full back while in hyperspace, because these things love to eat your ship. If you don't have an AX ship, I'll link in the description a no engineering, no tech broker build, as well as my personally preferred full engineered build, but AX builds are highly personal things and vary depending on taste. This is a great opportunity to grind combat rank. I personally haven't hit Elite yet, and will be trying to over the weekend. Jameson Memorial is under attack at the moment, although I recommend defending ground bases like Jameson Base, because nobody likes fighting the Thargon Swarm. The actual rewards from this community goal are quite light. It's simply a selection of pre-engineered AX weapons of the human variety. Since there are 5 modules listed and top 25% players only get 4, I assume rewards will either be chosen at your discretion or rewarded randomly. The wording is vague. Azimuth AX multi-cannons are a favorite of mine, not the top dog in terms of raw DPS, but under any real combat scenario I find them to be the most effective weapon by far so long as you've practiced your sub-targeting. They're not terribly hard to get though, and enhanced AX multi-cannons aren't too far behind them while being purchasable with credits. So really, there's no need to gun for the top spot on this one. Just do what you can and get what you get. The Sirius heatsink launchers in particular are cheap as free to acquire any day.